So, one of the things I had to do when I first started out, I just kind of threw everything into bags and stuff so that it would all fit. And try to get it all, everything I thought I needed, all in the car and in the trailer. And so today I broke down the trailer so that it would be, tucked away, and I'll show you that. Oh, hello. In just a moment. But here is everything, including the kitchen sink somewhere, so that you can see. So here's my trailer, all broken down. So you've seen the inside, but here is the outside of my little trailer, along with my big old giant ice chest that's bear resistant, and getting ready for it. So here is the fun stuff. This is all the stuff that was inside of the trailer that I had been using, including right here is my mattress roll. Now here's the other side. All the rest of the gear, plus the solar panels and what's in the car and the other suitcase, and of course I managed to get the top down, but there's still stuff in the trunk. So now my major goal is to figure out what and where everything is at and what I need. What's higher priority needs versus lower priority needs. So I know that certain things that I'm going to need all the time. I need access to cooking gear. I need access to some clothes. And I need access to like lighting, power, things like that. Then you have the other side of that, which is like emergency supplies that you want to have able to get to fairly easily, but not have to kill yourself trying to get to it, but not have it in the way all the time. And then you have the things that you're not going to use hardly at all. So here comes the fun part. I'm going to try and see if I can do a time lapse of me trying to load all of this in together. Let me see if I can find the tripod. Such an amazing day today. The weather is like basically perfect. Nice gentle breeze. Under the shade is just awesome. Anyway, taking a brief break. So one of the things I didn't think about until I went to go start repacking everything was the fact that the trailer, when I bought the trailer, the guy had just put new lighting on it. And the lights have these super long bolts that, basically they're designed so that they can go on any trailer, and no matter how thick it needs to go in order for you to be able to bolt it on. Well, he put the bolts on, and he put the nuts on it, but he didn't tighten them down, and he didn't cut them down. And so there's these super long bolts hanging in the back, and theoretically I guess the lights could have fallen off, from vibration and so on, and then been dragged behind, but they were pretty tightly in there, so I wasn't real afraid of it. But my good friend Clayton had the deep well socket that I needed to be able to put them in, and now I am hoping he has a tool when he gets back from the store to help me cut off the excess bolt, which should be fun. So we'll see how that goes. So unfortunately, I did not finish filming my getting everything else into the car. But pretty much what you just saw was everything getting into the trailer, and then everything else just fit into the car. So let me move on to the next day and show you some more. Good morning. It's, oddly enough, it's day 5. It seems like the world has just passed by. It's a cloudy, overcast day so far. Working on the car. Got the brakes done. That project is all done. Now just working on the tie rod ends. And then everything will be ready for the trip. All the major parts that they say I need. I need to get in alignment after we get done with this, but I do that back in Iowa while I'm getting my updated driver's license and getting the cars titled and everything. Titled and tagged and all that fun stuff. So, we'll get there one day at a time. Not much has really gone on. Yesterday was kind of a blah day. Got a little bit of rest. Got a lot done, I guess, with it. Got the tires for the trailer and all that fixed up, and got everything else packed up and ready to go. Working on a little bit of laundry. So I really forgot what it was like to have like neighbors around to actually go and do stuff with, and or to be able to have, you know, chit chats or whatever with. And it's not that I didn't have fantastic neighbors in Chicago. Our neighbors were just absolutely amazing people, and it was one of the biggest things that I was going to miss about living in Chicago. It's just, yesterday we were, we hit up some of the garage sales and got the tires and did some other odds and ends, and which I haven't done that kind of stuff in forever. And just looking at it all, and I was just like, everybody knew my buddy Clayton, and it was just like, wow, the neighbors up the way were like, hey, I saw you had these patio furniture that I really liked. I have a couple of these that might be better because I saw you have big guys who come by and stay with you and so on. And they swapped out patio furniture, and it was like, okay, that's just, it's cool, it's weird, it's just not something I see very often, so kind of felt a little bit of that. And I had amazing gavers in Chicago. Rob and Rusty were just phenomenal. We hung out during the pandemic as safely as possible and so on. It's just that community is so different nowadays because you just don't see that with people anymore. Especially in the cities. We lived in our apartment complex for a year and a half, and 3 years prior to that, and we really didn't get to know our neighbors that well. We actually got to know our downstairs neighbors really well at one point, and then they moved, and then we moved, and so on. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's definitely something that, thinking back on, I like having, that community, and I think that community is really important for all of us in a lot of ways, and not community that, is just there because we're all titled, because that's what we've taken on ourselves as a title, but community that actually really works together and works for each other and looks out for each other. I miss that, and it's really cool to see that that still happens in places. So I'm going to close out that day, and I'm going to start working on the next video. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please feel free to share. And I'll see you in the next video.